Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But, you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. But let me turn to my guest who is here with me this morning. Speaking about social media and connecting, Brent Garcia is here from Film Four Corners. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for slowing down enough to come into the studio.
You have to.
You're a busy guy.
We are. Yeah, we've been working really hard. Me and my team have been working really hard to put together an awesome event.
Yes.
And so I got to come tell the people about it. I got to talk
I'm glad that you are. I'm glad that you are, and you brought some videos, and I want to show some of those because they really do kind of encapsulate a lot of what we're talking about here with the film festival. And it really almost is a misnomer to call it a film festival because it's also a fashion show and a bunch of other stuff. You're just talking about anime and some other things that you're bringing as well. So we'll have time to talk about all that stuff. But it's very exciting.
Yeah, we really wanted to make it something that not only would bring value to the community, that would get people excited about coming out and hanging out, but we really wanted it to be a celebration of art and culture, and not just film, but fashion and design and music. We've got live music several of the nights. We're bringing in some Native American elements as well to showcase the local culture and local voices. So it really is a festival in all intents and purposes. It's not just film screenings, and it's not just film industry.
And that's what's important, I think, for folks to understand, that even if maybe folks who are watching us or listening to us this morning aren't interested maybe in getting a job in the film industry, but they certainly have seen a movie or two in their lives, or wear clothing or listen to music, this is really kind of appealing to almost everybody, if not everybody.
That's the goal, absolutely.
Right?
And we wanted to create something unique from a state offering standpoint that you're not going to see everywhere else, right? Like, there are fashion events, there are music festivals.
Sure.
But, we've never had anything like this here, so...
It doesn't always have to be Albuquerque or Santa Fe.
Right,
Nothing against our Albuquerque and Santa Fe friends, believe me, but...
Well, I mean, and really, from a statewide unity standpoint, there's a lot of investment, and there's a lot of time and energy and money going into developing a film and TV industry here from an economic standpoint.
Sure.
And we want to be players in that. We want to be supportive of what the state initiatives are doing, and we want to see some of that business coming up here. So the film festival is really, for us, is just a way to invite people up and say, hey, look, we're in this. Here's what we have to offer. We've got good people. We've got excellent locations. We're working on infrastructure, and we want to be in the film business also. And so the film festival is what a great way to do that. Come up, hang out with celebrities, and go to parties and listen to music, and we'll all hang out together, right? It's a good networking thing.
There you go. Well, and a lot of these folks that you're inviting to come here, maybe you haven't been here before, and so they get a firsthand knowledge and visit about what the area has to offer, and they can see. I mean, there's only so much that we can show on video about our great landscapes and things like that, but once they're here, they can see the expanses, and they can see the beautiful blue sky and the great formations and all these different sceneries that they can't see anywhere else. And so I think that's part of your plan too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I want to show a video.
Sure.
A little bit.
Let's watch a video
that you have created about the film festival, and shows a little bit about who's coming and the different types of things. So
great.
Let me get the technology working here, and we will check it out from the Four Corners Film Festival here on KSJE. It's the Four Corners Film Festival here in Farmington coming up next month. Brent Garcia is my guest here in our visual radio studio, and that is just a little sample, right, of what you've got planned.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Thank you. And I think one of the things, because I've been hearing this now that I've been out and talking to people, and we've been talking about ticket sales, and one of the things that I've been hearing a lot that is a little surprising to me, and I think it's just because it's new, is people are like, I didn't know that I could go to this.
Of course, yeah, right.
I'm not a filmmaker. I didn't know that this was a thing.
Yeah. Show up.
Who cares?
Right.
We really want this to be an annual event that the community looks forward to, and that the filmmakers and all the people, all our guests look forward to. We really want it to be a good annual event for this area. And we want people to show up. If you're interested in film, if you like watching movies, if you're interested in music production or fashion design or whatever these things are, come. And we were really intentional this year. I've been to festivals all over the country, and we were really intentional this year about making it inclusive for the community members. So we have 3 levels of tickets that you can purchase. You can purchase them online at film4corners.com.
Right.
Our screening pass is exactly what it sounds like. You come and screen the films. We had over 300 submissions our first year. We narrowed it down to about 150 films and about 40 or 50 screenplays that are going to be part of our screenplay competition.
Okay.
But it's a lot of movies. Most of them are going to screen twice. We want everybody to get an opportunity, especially if you want to do the workshops and see as many movies as possible. We're screening everything, almost everything, 2 times.
Okay.
But those tickets are only $25 for the entire week.
Right.
So $25, come watch movies, come and go as you want, all week long.
Pick and choose the ones that you might want to see, or watch them all. Doesn't matter, right?
And we have them scheduled so that different films are partnered with other different films the second time they run.
Okay.
So you have an opportunity to really see as many movies as you can. Each day is kind of themed. So on Wednesday, we're playing all of the New Mexico films. Anything that was produced in New Mexico, that's what's showing. We have films from all over the state. Thursday is Native American filmmakers, and we have a huge selection of really fantastic Native American films from all over the country, documentaries, short films, music videos. Friday we're doing female filmmakers, so lots of really strong entries in that category.
Right.
Like really good films, and across the board. And then on Saturday we're doing veterans films and faith-based films. So if any of those things are particularly interesting to you, you can kind of know, like, okay, I want to go check out the Native films, or I want to look at New Mexico films. You know which day you can come, and all of the films in that category are screening on that day.
Nice.
So, we wanted to make it easy and accessible. We do have workshops running Wednesday through Saturday, and we've got amazing workshops. We've got Mark Gould from Gone Are the Days is going to be here doing some workshops on directing. We've got Sean Colin Young, who is from here, moved to LA. He's kind enough, he's coming back, and he's got a film called Heart Baby that just came out that we're going to be doing a special screening of that we're really excited about. It's a fantastic movie. And he's going to be doing some workshops on acting. Heath Cates will be doing some acting workshops. And, go check out the schedule. We're booked all day, every day, with fashion design, distribution, how to get distribution, how to pitch your screenplay. We've got writing workshops.
Lots of stuff, right.
Lots of stuff.
And let's talk the dates, right? So we start September.
So we open September 10th. We open registration.
Right.
And what we're doing on September 10th is most of the day is going to be pretty clear. We're going to be setting up and letting vendors come in and set up. But we do have a couple special events that evening. We've got a town hall meeting with Don Gray from the New Mexico Film Office and Tanya Stenson, our local film liaison. She's going to be, they're going to be talking about the film industry, what you can expect, what's happening in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and and that's free. That's open to the public. You don't have to have a pass to come to that.
No ticket.
No
needed?
ticket. Nothing.
Okay.
We want you to show up and learn what's going on in film in New Mexico.
Nice.
We're doing a cosplay competition that night, and then we're also, I'm really excited about this, we're doing our premiere screening for Aurora's Law. and we will have,
Nice.
which was filmed here,
Right.
with Quentin Aaron and Stephen Michael Quesada and Eric Martinez and Roxanne Fortner.
Right. And when you say filmed here, you mean even filmed here on San Juan
100%.
College campus.
San Juan College campus
too,
here,
and
yeah.
San Juan County. But
And
yes,
in
yes, sir.
people's homes,
Yeah.
and in local businesses, and we're going to be doing our first premiere public screening of that film will be Tuesday night, and we will have cast and we'll have crew, and Quentin Aaron will be here, and
Nice.
I think a couple other folks from Albuquerque will be coming up, but we'll have cast and crew, so we'll be available for Q&A.
Okay, and we're showing the event on the screen right now from
Yep.
the website.
Perfect.
Which is Film Four Corners, or Four Corners Film Festival. So folks can check that out. And again, they're all right there. There's the cosplay competition also at Tales of Tomorrow happening on the 10th.
On the 10th.
Okay.
Yep, and then really everything kicks off in full the morning of September 11th, which is that Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go up to the top, so we have this broken into workshops, screenings,
Right.
special events.
Gotcha.
And if you look at the workshop schedule for Wednesday, I mean, we've got 6 or 8 different workshops throughout the day.
Okay.
As well as
I'll
the
look for
film
that.
screenings, and then as well as the special events that are happening that night, like the New Mexico Filmmaker Appreciation Dinner, and we're doing Heart Baby on Wednesday night.
All kinds of things.
All kinds of things.
Which is great.
So huge schedule. We're jam-packed. We just added a new workshop yesterday. I think we'll have a few more that are going to pop in
Okay.
over the next week or two. So make
So-
sure you're on the site and checking stuff out.
So the website is one resource to use, or the Facebook page.
There's the
would be
Facebook
another one
page.
too, and the Facebook event.
Yep, the
is
Facebook
also
event.
available for folks to keep track of and things like that.
Yeah, and I mean, and obviously follow us on Facebook. We're posting stuff all the time. We've got
True.
new celebrity videos that are coming out. All of our sponsors are listed. I think most of the schedule's on the Facebook event. Everything's on the website, however.
Right.
So
Okay. Very good. And when you talk about celebrities, I know some of the names you've already dropped, which are
Sure.
impressive. Other names that are coming, Farmington's own Poppin' John is
Farmington's
coming
own Pop
back.
and John, which we're super stoked about.
Right.
So Friday night, we're doing something really unique. We were fortunate enough to partner with Tiffany Ray, who is from the area. She started a fashion design career back east, and now she's back. And we got to talking. I was like, well, what if we did like a little fashion show and showcase some of your stuff, and maybe you talked about some fashion design. And it went from that to, well, she was like, let me make a couple phone calls and see if I can get some friends to come.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. Let's do that. And so, it turns out her friends are designer Stevie Boy, who has worked with Lady Gaga. I'm big, like all of her
Right.
big.
You may have heard of her.
Lady
Audience.
Gaga, Rihanna,
Yeah.
Beyonce. I mean, his client list is pretty impressive.
Right.
It's kind of huge. He's doing a 25 country tour right now, 25 cities, and we're one of his stops. And he's going to be showcasing his collection. And then we have another designer whose line is called Vajay, and she designs for Fox's Empire. She's got several pieces on that.
Okay.
She's worked with Ariana Grande and P. Diddy, and some of her pieces have been shown like on Kevin Hart.
Right.
Crowns. So if anybody remembers seeing like the crowns that P. Diddy and Kevin Hart were wearing, those are her pieces.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she's going to be doing a whole jewelry show. So we actually we have 4 internationally published designers, and we're like, okay, well, let's make it harder on ourselves and add in some dance elements. So we reached out to Pop and John and some other local choreographers and dancers. So it's really going to be a big theatrical production. We're doing
Nice.
stage lighting, and we have a couple set changes and dance and music from Steve Valverde from Sub Horizon. So it's all local music. We're really, really excited about this event.
That is going to be a fashion show like no other.
Like no other.
Yeah.
In fact, the designers are like, when we're telling them the concept, the designers are like, okay, this is like, we've
Yeah.
done runway shows. We've never done a runway show quite like this. So
Right.
hopefully,
Okay.
it's gonna be-
coming together.
it's coming together.
It's coming together.
And it's going to be really, really cool. And what we did with the fashion show, just so people are aware, if you want to come see Pop and John and you want to come check out this particular event, it is separate from the festival passes. So you
Separate ticket.
Separate ticket.
Okay.
You don't have to come to the festival. You don't have to buy an $80 or $90 pass or whatever
Sure.
to come to this event. It's open to the public. Tickets start at $25. It's going to be about a 2-hour show, give or take. So, yeah, you're more than welcome to come do that, too.
There you go. And I know we have a video of Pop and John that we want to
do,
show, too.
yeah.
That kind of shows a little bit of the energy and certainly his unique style,
yep.
exactly, of dancing. And so I want to do that, too, as well, as we talk about the Four Corners Film Festival and all the other events that are coming up right here on KSJE. Stand by, everyone. The Four Corners Film Festival. Here we're talking about it with Brent Garcia on KSJE. And again, Brent, you've got so much stuff packed into this festival, all the days. And I guess for folks trying to plan their schedule of when they can come and what tickets they just need to go to the website. That's probably the best advice.
Yeah, the website's going to be good.
And that's where you can buy your tickets, too.
That's where you can buy your tickets. In fact, I redid the website last night simply because a lot of our information of Film Four Corners, what we do as a nonprofit, was on there. We streamlined it. We made it super easy. On the homepage, there's spots to buy fashion show tickets. There's a link to the festival passes. In the home bar, there's direct links to the schedules, so you can look up screening schedules, workshops, and events, as well as join the Memorial 9/11 Stair Climb, which is being held by the firefighters here in town.
Right.
Don't judge me because I can't remember the organization off the top of my head.
That's okay.
Things. But check it out. It's a great event. It's raising funding for fallen firefighters. It's going to be really, really cool. They have a great lineup as well. So that's basically another event within the event. And you can just click on the Memorial Stair Climb, and
which I did.
Which
and there it is on the screen.
And
right
there
now.
It is right there. And you can sign up. You can start a team, raise a little bit of money. This is a fantastic cause that we're involved in, and we really want this to be a good event for them as well.
There you go. And it's the Farmington Professional Firefighters Association.
There you go.
That's the group you were thinking of.
That's the one I was thinking of.
So there it is. But it's right there, right from the Film Four Corners website.
Website, yep, and then you can also go to them as well. And then the other thing on the homepage to note is we have partnered with the professional firefighters to raise a little bit of money for their organization and the Children's Hope Foundation, as well as fund some of the workshops and educational things that Film Four Corners is doing. And you can also enter to win a RV. We're giving away an RV from Chisholm Trail, which is awesome.
Why not?
Why not?
Okay.
It's like a big old $26,000 camper. It's awesome.
I see it right there.
RV Raffle there.
It's right there, everybody. So it is the 2018 Flagstaff Micro Light 19KD RV.
That is.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
So,
it's very nice.
And
Sleeps
you'll see the pictures on the screen, everyone, if you're joining us on our visual radio platforms, but not too shabby.
So all of those opportunities are available right from the homepage. We wanted to make it easy, and
right. And so again, I'm so impressed with all of this coming together so quickly. It seems to me. I know you've been working on this for years. I know,
Sure.
But to see it come to fruition, I mean, it's got to make you feel pretty good because you poured, I know, a lot of your heart and soul into this project, and a lot of your colleagues as well.
Lots of people have. Yeah, a lot of people have. I mean, this has been a huge undertaking, and really. So about, I think it was last October, about a little over a year ago, we were kind of like, okay, we've been talking about it for about 2 years, but really last October we're like, okay, we're going to do a film festival. We need to do this. I feel like this is something that would be beneficial to our area, and we've really been working on it really nonstop since then. And of course the announcement of Netflix last October.
Right, moving to or building a facility in Albuquerque.
Buying the facility in Albuquerque.
Making a $1 million investment.
Yeah, and pledging $1 billion spend over the next 10 years.
Right.
That didn't hurt us at all. So, in fact, that really kind of fueled the fire of like, okay, we need to get this going now. We want to be a part of this. And so...
and on their heels, we've heard from, what, NBC, Universal, and maybe some others have announced, too. So it's certainly happening.
Some rumblings of some other stuff coming in.
Okay.
And, I mean, they've been filming nonstop. I have friends down in Albuquerque who are going from show to show right now. So it's providing jobs. It's pumping money into the economy.
Right.
We saw a little bit of that with Jumanji 2 and BIOS being up here. They were filming, and Tom Hanks has been filming all over New Mexico.
Right.
With that particular film. And so
not Jumanji 2, the other one.
The other one. And and that's
although he'd be great in Jumanji 2. Don't get me wrong.
Maybe they could do Jumanji 3. They could do
a Tom Hanks.
Thing.
I love it.
But yeah, I mean they're here and they're spending money and they're putting people to work and
which is what you've always said.
And putting money into the economy, which
the industry will do that.
Really excited about.
Right.
So
this puts us on the map. We're in the college program with digital media.
Yep. Is doing a fantastic job.
Getting skilled folks ready to work in this industry.
Absolutely.
And so, again, more opportunities for our students here at San Juan College, of course.
Yep.
But again, that's what you've always kind of been preaching about, the benefits of the film industry.
Yeah.
And we certainly have to give credit, I think, to the governor and the legislature because there's a lot of incentives that help.
Yeah,
they certainly don't hurt attracting these
fact,
filmmakers here.
What we're seeing now is, for those of you who don't know, there was a 25% tax incentive to film in the state,
right?
And all of that money and all that traffic was going to Albuquerque, Santa Fe because they're larger markets. It makes the most sense, right? Mm-hmm. They have an international airport. Right. It's easy to travel, things like that. I think the legislation realized this year after talking to out-of-zone areas and
the rest of the state, otherwise known as the other part of the state,
they have instituted what's called the out-of-zone tax credit, the out-of-zone tax incentive, and anything 60 miles outside of Albuquerque or Santa Fe, that Rio Grande corridor, now qualifies for an additional 5%, which is extremely attractive to filmmakers, especially when you're talking about budgets like $50 or $60 million that are being spent. An extra 5% on your bottom line is a big deal.
Sure.
And so
it gives places like Farmington and San Juan County a second look, perhaps.
Absolutely. And Las Cruces has put a lot into this,
sure.
And Roswell has put a lot into this. So those types of communities that are building qualifying facilities or have qualifying facilities now have a shot to get that additional business, and we're right there. We're hearing from people in the state. We're hearing from productions that the interest level is extremely high.
Right.
We're hearing it from the state film office that the interest is extremely high to come film here. So that's really the goal with the film festivals. We want to kick off and be like,
here we are.
Come film here.
Right.
We would like for you to come make things with us.
There you go. And you mentioned qualified facilities, and
sure.
And we are working to have that as well, correct? We, meaning
correct.
You, not me, but you and your colleagues. That's right. The community.
The collective we.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But you're working on that as well, correct?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
again, another shout out to the legislature, a major capital project.
Yeah. There was capital outlay funding for economic development, and $1 million of it was designated for film and TV production. So
in San Juan County.
Yeah. So
we don't get very $1 million capital construction benefits.
It was big. I'm personally, as a filmmaker, I'm really happy about it. So,
right.
And I know that the county's really working hard to identify what those properties are going to look like, and I know that it's getting pretty close to.
Okay. It's happening
for some things. Yeah,
very exciting. Okay,
we're very excited.
But that also then puts you on the map too, to be able to show a producer or a scout or whatever the term is that you have a facility here that could accommodate their needs. If they're going to shoot a film or a commercial or a TV show or TV episodes here.
Right. And for TV, there's some extra incentives and things like that. So basically, if productions are interested in filming here, they could receive up to 35% back on anything that gets spent here.
Wow.
So what we're trying to do is make it as attractive to them to spend all of it here, right? We want them to be able to hire crew. We want them to be able to rent equipment. We want them to use our people to build sets and cater meals and drive trucks and everything that goes into it. I mean, it takes hundreds of people on a film set to make it work.
Right.
And so
and it's not just actors and drips and things like that. It's electricians and carpenters and all these other folks you're talking about.
Absolutely, and they're high-paying jobs. I mean, the film and TV industry, the average wage is 40% higher than national average, and you know they spend billions of dollars, and most of that is I have a statistic. I think it's close to 90%. It's 83% or something like that of people who are employed by the film and TV industry are small businesses under 10 employees. So I think the misconception is that, you know, if Hollywood comes in and they start making all these movies here, they're just going to bring everybody. And they do. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, but I think the misconception is that it's going to be they bring everybody in and they do all their own stuff and we don't actually benefit from it. And that's just the way that it's set up it's just not true. They get incentivized to hire locals. They get incentivized to pump money back into our economy. And really that's the goal for us. I mean, we want, and I don't have the hard numbers, but I know the Mule, the shot in Las Cruces, they estimated a $1.2 million local spend in 5 days of filming.
I was going to say, how long were they there? Just 5 days. Right.
And
that's a lot of money.
And so the films that have been here, they were here actually quite a bit longer for setup, and they'd rented out huge blocks of rooms. They were eating in our area. They were spending money here.
I know people were freaking out on Facebook. I saw it.
Yeah, people were freaking out on Facebook.
People need to chill. Come on, everybody. Be cool.
But during the 5 days they were here, they probably spent pretty close to that. Right? I mean, they rented out like floors of hotels. They spent tons of money on food and catering. I mean, I get my guesstimation would be $1.5 million or more in a 5 day shoot. So that's it's not, you know, it's not $1 billion industry yet, but you know, imagine 10 or 15 of those up here a year that are staying for 10 days or 12 days. That's a difference maker for us, and that provides a lot of jobs for people in our community.
Sure.
So,
well, and it diversifies the economy, which we are really all talking about.
Which we need, yeah.
Exactly. We just have a couple minutes remaining this morning, Brent Garcia, and I can't thank you enough for coming in, but it is the Four Corners Film Festival. Again, go to the website.
Filmfourcorners.com.
There it is, everybody, and you can check it out. And these are some of the official selections. Again, they're broken up into some of the categories there, the films that were made in New Mexico.
Yeah, and I do as many film trailers as I have. They're on here, and we've been
sharing.
You can watch them. You can watch them, and so we've been sharing some of the trailers on Facebook. But I'd recommend if you have any interest in coming, get in here and just like scope around and.
But how great to focus on native filmmakers and, as you mentioned, female filmmakers who don't always get, I think, a lot of coverage or attention, perhaps.
Sure.
And so those are going to be very prominently displayed at the Four Corners Film Festival. But that is the website, everybody. That is where you can get your tickets. And again, there are different levels of tickets, different tickets for different events. And so I think you've tried to make them very affordable at a base price of about $25.
$25, yep.
So no excuse to miss this.
I know.
And it's going to be one of those events where after it's over and you hear about it and how great it was, you're going to say, oh, I wish I'd gone.
Like, oh,
I missed it.
I missed Noel G. I missed Hector from Fast and the Furious. I wanted to meet that guy.
Exactly, right? Or Papa John.
Quentin Aaron from The Blind Side. Like, I mean, we really
They're in Farmington, New Mexico.
We've got an amazing lineup. We really, really do. And I mean, I'm really proud. I'm proud of my team. We've had filmmakers that have called personally and said, hey, look, we got accepted into like 8. I have one guy that got accepted into 28 festivals. You have to come watch his movie. It's fantastic. He got accepted into 28 festivals. It's called When All That's Left Is Love. And he called me and said, hey, look, we're in other stuff, but we want to come to yours because your lineup looks
nice.
Killer.
Yeah.
And we want to come and we want to support. We like what you guys are doing in that area, and so we want to come show you some love. And so we've got, I mean, probably 150 to 200 out of area filmmakers that are going to be here for this. So it's going to be really cool.
It'll be very exciting. And I know you and I are working on maybe a little surprise during the festival. So
try to.
Stay tuned, everybody. We'll see if we can't make that happen. But we're looking forward to it, Brent. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always fun. Always good to talk to you.
All right. Thanks so much. That's Brent Garcia, everybody, from Film Four Corners and the Four Corners Film Festival. And again, you can check it out at the website at filmfourcorners.com. is the place to go and get your tickets for the festival, which will be here before we know it. We are, about 2 weeks away?
2 weeks away.
So there you go, everyone. All right, back with more in just a moment. This is KSJE, and the time is 841.
Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.